The Enduring. The Twinned. This is Wukong, the Monkey King Warframe. Wukong's abilities heal himself, distract enemies, and strike with melee precision, rewarding him for being close up and personal. Wukong's passive allows him to cheat death up to 3 times per mission, and does not count towards your revives. This essentially allows Wukong to have 3 additional lives, while restoring half his health and becoming momentarily invulnerable. Additionally, Wukong is given a buff each time he dies, temporarily. These 3 potential buffs are 300% elemental damage for 60 seconds, 30 seconds of invisibility, 30 seconds of invulnerability, and enemies killed by Wukong dropping extra loot for 60 seconds. Or orbs becoming 4 times more effective for 60 seconds. It's a nice passive to have when you die, but after that passive is up, or if you don't die at all, you effectively don't have a passive for the duration of any mission that you're playing. This is one of those cases where it makes it fortunate that passives aren't that big of a deal anyway, but it is something that I think is definitely a little limiting on him. Splitting himself in 2, Celestial Twin creates a copy of Wukong that attacks enemies and acts on its own. The Twin will use Wukong's melee weapon whenever he is using a primary or secondary weapon, and use his primary weapon when using his melee. This can be overwritten if you only have one weapon equipped, allowing both Wukong and his twin to use the same weapon. However, that can put you at a disadvantage, so use at your own risk. The twin's health is based off of Wukong's health, multiplied by up to 2, based on the ability's rank. The twin lasts until despawned by holding the ability, or it is killed. The twin also gains additional damage compared to Wukong. Tapping the cast button on an enemy will command the Celestial Twin to attack that target. Be aware, if Celestial Twin stands in a zone that disrupts abilities, it will take constant damage until it leaves that area. Enshrouding Wukong in mist, Cloudwalker makes Wukong invulnerable for its duration. Wukong gains 300% more movement speed, and the ability to fly with the jump and crouch buttons. While in the cloud, Wukong is cleared of statuses and restores health for every meter traveled. Enemies that come into contact with the mist become stunned and open to finishers. If Celestial Twin is active while in Cloudwalker, the Twin will gain the benefits of the ability while being teleported to Wukong upon the ending of the ability. Cloudwalker is very useful to getting out of dangerous situations and repositioning Wukong to better spots in the map quickly. Along with that, Cloudwalker can be used to go through lasers without setting off alarms. Defy allows Wukong and his twin to call upon his staff. While Defy is active, both become immune to damage for the duration, with all damage captured being added to the damage of the ability. Defy grants Wukong additional armor based on damage prevented, and cleanses him of status effects. The armor bonus gained from Defy lasts for a short period of time, or until he casts Defy again. While Defy is active, Wukong generates higher threat, forcing enemies to attack him instead of allies. allowing him to somewhat become a tank temporarily. Calling upon his Iron Staff, Primal Fury arms Wukong with his exalted weapon. As an exalted weapon, Iron Staff is fully moddable. When Wukong wields his Iron Staff, his twin will do so as well. Some of the staff's attacks uniquely temporarily increase its size, causing it to strike many enemies at once, while looking very goofy. Because it's an exalted weapon, there's not really much else to talk about. It's a very good staff, however. At rank 30, Wukong has 555 HP, 370 shields, 265 armor, and 130 energy. He has a Madurai Aura slot, and 1 Vazarin and 1 Neramon polarity. Wukong Prime has an additional 75 shields, 25 armor, and 15 energy, as well as an additional Madurai polarity. Wukong and his parts can be acquired at the Tenno Lab at a dojo for 80,000 credits. Now let's see Wukong one last time. It's time for a journey, Tenno.